What's up, desktoppers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for another episode of Bodybuilding University. And today I'm joined by Aaron Polites, IFBB Pro. I'm not going to do it to you again, Baidi. Aaron Polites, top 10 Mr. Olympia competitor, Stan DeLongio, IFBB Pro, and Baidi File, NPC competitor, future IFBB Pro. Was that better?
Just the guy. Yeah, that's not bad.
And Baidi File, just a guy.
we need a fourth person.
Oh man.
Baidi, how you doing, my man? What's been happening with you? We just did your podcast a day or two ago, and we was talking about a bit of what's going on.
Yeah. I'm starting prep officially for the USA's tomorrow, but I like to get locked in mentally like a couple of weeks before that. So I've been locked in already as far as just being perfect with everything else, the meals and training, everything like that. So I'm just doing that in the podcast, and I'll probably be moving soon. Still in Cali, but probably like a different area, just more conducive to my lifestyle and goals, you know.
Whereabouts do you live now?
Look,
I live in West Hollywood. West Hollywood.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, man. Aaron, what's happening with you, man? Prep for New York. Sorry, you guys stand.
I was asking where you're trying to move around to, which area, like the Valley or
Probably Downey or Long Beach is what I'm thinking right now.
Okay.
Is Cali going backwards, bro, like everyone says? Or like, because every time I see on social media, everyone talks about how Cali's going backwards really badly with homeless people, and it's dirty, and like it's not what it used to be. You know, it used to be like the most like beautiful place. Everyone wanted to go there, but like feels like it's gone downhill a bit since
COVID, yeah. But
yeah,
I think since COVID, most people are leaving Cali or moving like on like the outskirts of Cali, of LA at least, you know.
Yeah,
for the most part. Mm-hmm.
What do you got there, Stan? Is that a drink, or is that some sort of iodized something drink that you're doing?
It's a hydrogen water.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew there was something to it. There's some sort of 1% thing in there that you're doing with that water.
Of course.
What's been happening? How's your prep going? You've started, right, Stan?
No, I haven't started yet. No.
Oh, I just assumed you started, but like when you start though, how much really changes in your lifestyle? Is it like much of a difference?
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's just a date. It's just a date when you say that's prep.
It's just cut down the carbs a little bit. That's still pretty much it, and maybe bump up the cardio.
Yeah. Do you do any cheat meals off season? Like much? Like very often?
No, zero. The last cheat meal I had, it was after the show in Chicago.
Stan is the most strict bodybuilder on the planet, I swear.
Yeah, he definitely is. He 100% is.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
What about birthdays and stuff? You don't go for a birthday dinner or something? Or?
No, what I want for my birthday is to be able to do what I love, so eat my meals and train. You know, but sometimes my girl, and that's it.
Good man.
But yeah, I don't like sauce, I like condiments. I just salt, water, and the same food every day.
Stan's skin and everything looks better too. Like he's getting healthier. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's because of how clean he is.
Yeah.
Like the food is what makes you puffy and wrinkly and like bad skin is the food. It's not the drugs. It's the diet.
Does Stan, do you do like diet soda or Crystal Light, anything like that?
Zero.
I knew it.
Wow, this is next level.
That's a whole nother level then.
No, the only flavor I have is my BSN EAs when I train or the stuff like that. That's the only flavor stuff that I get. I don't put any sweeteners anywhere. I don't use any other stuff.
What about coffee?
I just drink water. No, I don't drink coffee.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't do caffeine.
What about pre-workouts?
Pre-workout? Not really. I just do like stuff that I need, creatine, aminos, stuff like that.
Hey Stan,
You
I used
might-
to be a lower level of you back when I was like 17, and everyone used to make a comment, but like, dude, you do everything. I was doing turmeric before turmeric was even talked about because I found some things
Right.
online about the certain things that it did and shit.
Time for
And everyone
maturity.
used to comment on me, and I'd literally be like massaging my, like going intense, like, you know, getting balls and doing all that stuff like early days, because you got all the time in the world when you're like 17, man. So I was doing all that back then, and now I've gone the opposite way, but I want to get back. I don't know if I want to get your level, Stan, but you know, half of what you do, half.
Yeah.
But it feels
Stan
good,
might have
honestly. I
Nick
know-
beat.
A what?
I was
What
saying
did I
Stan might have Nick Walker beat on how strict he is at this point.
Yeah, we
I
talked
think
about it
so.
because
He would for
he's
sure.
getting like a cheat meal a week or something.
Yeah, because he has
Yeah.
cheat meals, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got
That-
cheat
that-
meals.
And they do burgers and Five Guys and that, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think crazy like Nick goes absolutely crazy when he go cheats, but he does have meals off, and he does like sauce and stuff. And I don't know if he drinks soda or not, but I don't
I
think.
know. I know
don't
Matt
think he
likes
does soda.
doesn't Matt like the Chick-fil-A for cheap meals sometimes?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like his thing.
true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Last
Hey,
time I
Aaron.
had fast food, I don't. It's been a while.
That's crazy, Stan. Aaron, do you remember the cheat meals that you used to do? I remember the whole like Queensland
Yeah.
guys. You guys wouldn't you go from like, wouldn't you fast in the morning and then cheat meal for like however many hours?
Where we used to fast till 1 o'clock and then eat absolutely non-stop for like 10 hours straight, like unbelievable. When I was an amateur. So so we'd go to a food court and I'd go sushi, burgers, pizza, kebab until I felt physically ill. And then we used to have like a dessert. Then I'd go home and have a nap, and then I'd go again all the way till bed. Like it was so insane. It was so, now that I look back, it was so stupid. But I was an amateur. I didn't know. You know, it was my mate's idea, and we just do it. And I used to always get shredded anyway. So it was sort of fun, but I used to get so I reckon that caused all my gut issues.
Yeah.
Years
Probably,
later,
yeah.
I had all these gut issues and sensitive stomach, and I was like, that was definitely that, because yeah, and my waist is now tighter than it's ever been, and it's because my whole off season I'm not on nowhere near Stan's level, but it's the cleanest food I've had the last 12 months and would be now. So hardly ever any burgers and stuff like that. But if we had a cheat meal, we go to Japanese teppanyaki, which is just chicken and rice and salad and stuff, you know. So, or get to a restaurant and have steak and oysters. So pretty much stuff that's already on my diet, which was sauce on it.
Yeah.
No chips, no like burgers, hardly ever. Like I'd have to be pretty sought out to have to buy one of them. So, and now it's better than ever. So it definitely was a negative thing looking back. Obviously stupid now, but everyone has stupid stories of stuff we did back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it more that you saying the cheat meal was stupid, or do you mean just the level?
Oh, just there was no point in what I look back now. It's stupid putting so much ridiculous poor food, like whole boxes of Cocoa Pops or Fruit Loops, and just such you know, just terrible not nutrient dense food in my stomach for what? All it did was it distended my belly, like it made me shit my pants on the toilet all the time. Like the next day,
Shit your pants on the toilet.
No, like no, shit my no, like shit myself on the toilet. Like I'd be on the toilet, bro. I had times I was like almost in tears, like I was in so much pain. I don't know why I was doing it. Like
yeah, dude,
it was like
it's
a
hormonal.
competition how much we could eat.
It's hormonal. Literally, in your brain, you start eating that shit, and you get like obsessive. Like
Especially towards closer to the show when it was like 4 weeks out, man.
dude.
I would eat till I was physically like to the point where my stomach was so stretched, the skin would start to hurt. You know.
I remember doing that too, man. I would eat until I would feel physically ill, and I'd be on the couch sideways just to deal with life. I'm like, this is the only position I can be in. Like I can't do anything else.
You can't even move. Like you're just stuck there.
We used to.
Yeah.
Was that a thing in America where people would do that, like for cheat meals, or was that more like an Australian thing?
I guess it's no different to it's no different to like a 10,000 calorie challenge that you see, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
But they
Hey,
won't
see
do like
guys doing-
20.
People
Did
do
you
cheat
see
meals
when
out
we-
here.
Yeah, people do cheat meals. But you see when Nathan did the 20,000 calorie challenge with Rolly and stuff?
Bro, Nathan can eat, man. Nathan Diasha can eat, that boy.
It made me feel sick, man. He's just smashing limp balls just to get the calories up. When you've already eaten so much food, you wouldn't be enjoying
Then
it.
they just
Nah, you
they
don't.
just drink.
So did he do
and stuff.
20,000? Did he do 20,000 calories
Yeah. In
on
a day.
YouTube?
Yep.
I saw
He's doing
Rolly.
it with Rolly.
Rolly was drinking ice cream by the end, not eating it, drinking it. When it gets to that point, but Rolly concerns me because he snores so loud. Did you see that video? He would just pass out and just start snoring super loud.
Yeah,
I
he
was
was
worried for his health in that video. I'm like, how many days did he take off his life doing this 20,000 calorie challenge?
Imagine the insulin spike again.
Bro, he's there sweating, just eating these limp balls in like Nathan Diash's kitchen. He's like,
that's so bad.
Patrick,
Did you see when
Patrick hates cheat meals, man?
yeah.
I don't even ask. Not once this whole prep have I even asked. I only did 14-week prep, but I'm not even going to ask. I'm 6 weeks out now. I'm happy to go the whole way, but he literally tells me to fuck off.
He forced me to hop on after my show. He forced me to have a cheat meal.
Yo, Stan, you're the only dude I reckon. I reckon maybe you'd be the only one that it would be like that. You know, I remember one time Olympia was 20 weeks, 22 weeks, no cheat meals. Right, I got to Vegas and 2 weeks out, and I was ready to go. And I met Patrick in person for the first time, and we posed, and he goes, "All right, go have sushi." And I had tears in my eyes. I was so excited. Like, I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Go have sushi." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, how many plates?" He's like, "I don't know, 10 plates." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I was so emotional, bro. I picked the most expensive sushi restaurant in Vegas. It was like $300 when I went there. And I couldn't believe it. I was so happy.
Oh, it's nice, man. I remember when
I rang Dave straight away. I'm like, "We're having sushi for dinner. Get ready, get a nice dress on. Let's make a booking." Like,
I remember when you won New Zealand. So you were messaging me after that, and you got like, I can't remember what you got. You got something, and then you were eating an apple. And I'm just like, and you're like, "Bro, it's so fucking good. I feel so much better." He's like, "Guess what?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I had a salad too." I'm just like, I was pissed myself laughing.
That. Like, post shows for some weird reason, when I go to a restaurant, I always get a big salad first. Like,
Me too.
I still like
Really?
good food. Like, everyone thinks it's weird. Everyone was getting burgers, and I ordered a biggest steak. It was a Caesar salad, but biggest salad ever. I'm smashing the salad. And I thought, I might as well line my stomach with vegetables first and get like quality food in. And I always still get a big steak. Like, so really, the food that I like the most is still my diet food. It's just got sauce on it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I crave like fruit and salads.
Love fruit.
Right after the show.
Bro.
Yeah.
I get a fruit salad too. I love big bowl of fruit, cold fruit.
Oh,
That's the best.
Pineapple and shit.
Pineapple, yeah.
To be honest, I'd be happy to get steak, oysters. I'd be happy to have steak, oysters, fruit, and the salad, and that I'd be done. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. At Cheesecake Factory, they got some really good salads. You know, they got some huge.
Cheesecake Factory has everything. It has every single type of food at that place.
Yeah, they have everything.
When I went to America first, I'm like, Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, what? So it's just a restaurant just for cheesecakes? Why would they do that? You know? And then everyone kept talking about it. I'm like, why is everyone talking about a cheesecake place? Like, does everyone love cheesecake so much? I couldn't understand it. And it was in Hawaii. And then I walked in there. I'm like, this is not cheesecake. Like, this is the best thing ever. There's cheesecake on there, but like they've got Italian pizza, like everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Is all the food good there?
Yeah, it's pretty good, bro. It's good because it's good post show because if you want Italian pizza, pasta, steak, anything,
everyone's happy.
Everything's on the menu. Bro.
That's
burgers,
a good thing, man. Post show,
nachos, burgers, everything.
Yeah.
Normally, like bodybuilders always love burgers and stuff, but at the same time, you get one person that's like, "I don't like burgers." It's like, oh fuck.
Bro, it took me weeks to decide where I was going to eat post Olympia. I planned this for 3 weeks, right? I'm looking at Google reviews and YouTube reviews of restaurants to eat after the Olympia, and then the actual Olympia happened, bro. I was literally dead to the world. I got off stage and it was so late. It was like middle of the night, bro. Like 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and my family was there, and we're going to go to all these epic restaurants. And I was like, just take me to the first restaurant that we see at the venue. Went to this shitty little restaurant, and I fell asleep at the table. I fell asleep with my head on the table, and I ate like one meal, and I was in bed I wasted weeks studying restaurants, and I didn't even go.
Yeah.
I was too tired.
You should have just slept. You should have just slept. Maybe you stayed up back after at the end.
Because I had a photo shoot with Charles Lothian in the desert at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I only slept 4 hours, and I had to do a photo shoot. So
that's a cool photo shoot, though.
Yeah, it is.
Charles, the man. Charles,
100%. And a guy, Charles Lothian, who actually shot Sean Roden and you and stuff back in the day, Stan, as well. And it was Sean's birthday. Was it yesterday or the day prior?
Yeah, the second 2 days ago.
Day before.
Second. Yeah. So obviously, you know, it's been a few years since we lost Sean now and stuff. And yeah, I want to bring that up because, you know, he's obviously a legend that should be remembered in bodybuilding. And Stan, I was wondering if you had any stories about Sean or anything you wanted to share or anything like that. Sort of should have told you before, but yeah.
I mean, I have many stories, of course, but I remember like the first Olympia I spent with him, the guy who couldn't walk. We had to like carry him, like put him in the car, you know, he was feeling sick. We were carrying him on the stage, like literally the guy was a zombie. And then I see him on stage. That was not the first year, but that was like the first time I was like, okay, I understand what it takes. That was 2016 when he got second.
Yeah.
To feel, and he was dead. Like I'm telling you. But then I walked with him backstage, left him backstage, went to sit with the family and everybody, and he steps on stage. Looks like, you know, nothing happens. Like he saved all his energy for that moment, you know? And I was like, oh, great, fuck, you know, he feels better, you know? We just like saved everything. And then the second we finished, bro, we went to pick him up. We had to drag him back to the room. Like literally, we carried him. And I was like, okay, that's what it takes to be, you know, like at the top of this sport. And back then I was switching to classic physique. I just switched to classic physique. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go that far, but I learned to appreciate all this stuff. And like the Olympia prep, the 2018 Olympia prep, bro, he was driving 3 hours each way every day from Santa Barbara.
That's crazy.
Just to train at goals. And
that's an insane amount of time, man.
Insane. Great. Especially when you're tired on prep, you know, you don't want to be sitting in the car for 3 hours. You pass out. How many times you have to stop and?
It gets dangerous because
I'd fall asleep for sure. I'm real bad.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, that close to the show, if I drive more than 30 minutes,
I fell asleep in the gym car park and let my foot come off the brake, and I drove into a fire hydrant. At 2 weeks out, smashed the back of my ute.
Yeah, the last 5 weeks or so, he stayed in Venice, but for like 10 weeks he was driving every day.
Yeah, I remember.
And we were doing fucking crazy workouts.
And he was trained with Psycho. He was trained with Psycho, wasn't he? What's his name?
Yeah, we were. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I have to drive more than 30 minutes in preps, I literally just fall asleep. I just sleep drive for the rest of the way. It's not good. It's not safe.
Yeah,
sleep drive.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been there. It's always in prep, like when you're doing like a fair bit of work.
Where cars make you tired. The car makes you tired, man. I can be full of energy and then I get in the car and I want to sleep.
Is it because when you're prepping, you're always like non-stop going? Do you think?
Yeah, maybe when you get in the car, it's like a quiet, cozy environment. It puts you to sleep. You know, I don't know what it is.
Especially
like it's like Stan said that other day. I think it was Stan that said it. The amount of times I've driven. No, Dave Palumbo said it. The amount of times I've driven to the gym and then just put my seat back and slept in the car park for 40 minutes, and then I just walk in the gym like nothing happens. You know.
Yeah.
And because there's no way I get to the gym, I pull in the gym car park and my eyes, I'm like holding my eyes away. and I just go to sleep
Yeah.
when I get there.
Have you done that when you're driving before? Literally gone like this?
Bro, I can tell you, I
I've done
live
that.
here
No,
forever.
yeah.
Bro, I used to
I've
call
been there.
Jade and
I've
say,
been there.
talk to me on the phone because I'm falling asleep. I'd have the windows down, aircon on freezing.
Boom.
I'd pour water on my head. I'm soaking wet, and I'm still falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Yeah, it's bad, man.
And you're trying
Windows
so
down.
hard.
Huh?
Yeah, windows
The
down.
harder you try, it's like the harder you try, you get even sleepier. Like
Do you know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
You actually go to bed and then you're like wide awake.
every time, yeah. And the whole
Always
day
that
you're
happen.
falling
I'll go to
asleep.
bed and I'm like, bing.
Your cortisol's fucked up. Stan's
Bro,
like Stan's like really upset right now with what Aaron's saying. He's like, it's all wrong.
It's just a 1200
All day
milligrams
long.
of it's got nothing to do with the 1200 milligrams of caffeine I had that day.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, that
It's
happens.
like as
I
soon as you
swear.
said that, you're like, oh, the cortisol.
No, you're
Bro,
like falling asleep all day.
Yeah.
You're falling asleep all day, but when you go to bed, now you're wide awake. It's the worst thing ever.
Xavier knows me. My body runs on cortisol.
Yeah.
That's the vicious cycle of caffeine.
Yeah.
Because he's for way longer than people
I'm actually
think.
better. You'd be happy to know, Stan. I'm actually better this prep. I'm not having as much. I'm only having, it was like 1100, 1200. Now I'm having like, I'd say 400 a day milligrams. So it's not as bad.
It's much better, yeah. to be honest, I've been having a little bit more caffeine lately because I've been tired. I'm like, no, I'll just I'll push through instead of trying to have a nap. And dude, I had a big coffee the other day and I went to sleep like 10 minutes later. I was just like, it just didn't work. It's like or maybe 15 minutes later.
Coffees do nothing to me.
Well, it is because in Australia, I think it's a bit different than like American culture. Because in America, like Baidi and Stan, do you have a kettle in your kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Like a tea kettle?
Yeah.
No,
No, it's like a water boiler.
Yeah. Do you call them a water boiler?
I don't call them kettles there.
I don't have one.
And they only drink black coffee.
I don't think it's very common in America.
We've got some interesting shit, man. Like we have instant coffee here. That's like pretty common. Aaron, do you have a coffee machine or instant coffee?
I got a coffee machine here with the pod machine.
Are they strong or what? Like I don't know if they're actually that.
Yeah, you just got to do two. We're gonna do double.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. When I go to the gym, I do 4.
But how much caffeine's in each one? Is it 50 milligrams? Or?
Huh?
Is it 50 milligrams or is it 100 milligrams?
No, I think one standard shot of coffee is 70 milligrams.
Yeah. But I saw a thing the other day where it said instant coffee because we have literally just powdered coffee in Australia.
Yeah,
it's not like an uncommon thing. And so we boil the kettle, pour the water in a lot of the time, like a bit of milk on the top and coffee and then whatever sugar you want in or whatever. So it's just instant, it's done. But someone said the other day, oh, there's only like 35 milligrams of caffeine in like a, big teaspoon of that. And I was like, what? I'm getting ripped off. Maybe that's why it's not working. Yeah. So
if you told like an American coffee drinker that you drink instant coffee, they might like punch you in the face.
Yeah, to be honest, I hate it. Like I'm actually like, I was looking at coffee machines yesterday, but I have this like over analysis thing where I'll over analyze which one's the best one, and then I doubt it. But I think I'm just going to go whatever one's the best reviewed, man. But yeah, after I had like a nice, like really nice coffee beans and a good coffee maker, it's real hard to go back to instant. Tastes like shit. So yeah.
Instant
American coffee is not that good either.
Instant's what they give you.
What's not that good, Stan?
American coffee is not that good.
Yeah, Australian coffee is good.
Americans got the worst coffee in the world. No offense, but it's true.
You want good coffee? Go to Argentina, Italy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like some places in South America, like
Greece,
Colombia.
Well, what it is Americans think that everything they have is the best because they've never been anywhere else. Most Americans,
I reckon it's common knowledge to everyone in the world that America has the worst coffee.
Yeah.
You seem angry about it, Aaron.
Bro, it does my head in when I'm over there. I'm drinking and I'm like, oh, this is so bad.
I had one
But I
coffee in
mean-
America and I thought it was crap. Yeah, so
Mm.
I feel you.
That's why they
And the
put a bunch of
Starbucks,
sugar
same with
in
the,
it.
same with the Starbucks there. It's not very good.
Isn't it?
But Starbucks, they put a ton of sweetener and sugar to make it drinkable.
Exactly.
Yeah, they try and
exactly.
make it. It's like either a full dessert or it's just plain rusty water.
Starbucks
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
coffee, like in Melbourne, when I went there, it actually tasted pretty decent. Is
Yeah,
it
probably
different?
it's got
Say sweet.
3 kilos of sugar in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sweet.
probably. Yeah.
It's like sweet coffee, but it's not quality coffee. You know, it tastes like a dessert,
Yeah.
basically, like you said.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
I guarantee you though, it's not even as sweet in Australia. Like you have our protein powders here compared to America or our pre-workouts or any of that sort of stuff. It is way less sweet in Australia and way less sweet in Britain. You go to America and start having stuff, you're like, everything is so sweet. You just realize it because we just have a different palate because we grow up on less sweet food. So when a lot of supplement companies that bring products out in Australia, they change the flavors to make them less sweet for an Australian market. So like if we get some of the protein powders, like the ones straight from America, some of them taste like, Aaron, I don't know what you think, but some of them to me taste like too sweet.
I haven't had the American ones for a while, but
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't know. Only Aussie
Well, in
ones.
Europe is the same thing.
Yeah.
Europe is the same thing. The flavors are different there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously you know Stan, yeah, for sure. But let's get into talking about a few different things. So the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing lineup was announced, and Big Rami's on the list, so he's going to be guest posing. So a lot of people saying they don't think he'll be competing this year. I don't know if that's off any knowledge or what. But
Where
what
was
do you
that
think,
announced
Baidi?
from?
Well, they just
Huh?
announced it. I'll bring up the guest posing list so we can see who's on
Today?
there. Today or yesterday. I know it was recent.
Well, he got to show up. If he doesn't show up, then he might as well not compete again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
show up.
Exactly right. That's what happened last time.
Yeah. So definitely show up first. Let's take one step at a time. Show up. You know, make sure you're well received, and then you'll plan out the competitive season from there.
So I'm assuming Nick Walker's going to be there, or is he?
Yes, he's
like
on
2 weeks out.
He's on the list.
One
So
week.
yeah, he's gonna look the best. You've got to assume that he's gonna look the best. But we get to see Hunter next to him as well, and Hunter's looking pretty damn good. And from hearing him on Jay Cutler's Cutlercast just recently, it sounds like he had a few issues last year that he's dealing with, and as to why maybe he didn't look as good at the Olympia. So, and he looked awesome in the show before, but it sounds like he's got things worked out a lot better this year. So that's exciting. So he's going to look pretty damn good, I reckon. And he said he's doing 3 shows this year. I don't know if he means 2 shows in the
Nice.
Olympia. So it might be Tampa, Texas, the Olympia, or it might be Tampa, Texas, something else. I don't know.
Why
Big
do
Rami, sorry.
why do people not like Hunter? He seems like the nicest guy ever.
He's
Yeah,
nice.
He's
Yeah.
a really good
Who doesn't
bodybuilder.
like?
He always gets shit
what happens,
talk
bro,
in the comments.
I think a lot of people talk shit about him because they compare him to his dad and they favor his dad over himself. Like I think
And he-
because because there's nothing wrong with his personality. Like you say, he's the nicest guy. you can
No.
ever speak.
And
But
then
he
his
cops-
physique,
Yeah,
like,
he
okay,
cops all his hate.
when they posted the guest posing video of him, I was there at that show. That was the show I was at. I was at the Jay Cutler show, and he was every bit of 295. He's almost my height. I didn't realize he was that tall. I thought he was a little shorter than that, you know. But I thought he was maybe, I don't know, barely 5'9", but he's probably 5'10", if not close to it. You know, he looked huge as hell. He had lines in his glutes and hamstrings. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody that lean in person at 295. And
So you were at this one,
all the
baby?
yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
My friend competed. She won the bikini class A. So shout out to her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was there with Compton.
I think people. I don't know. I can't put. What do you think it is? Like Dave's, why people love to hate on him?
I reckon it's 2 reasons. I reckon one reason is because he's got some placings that people online have thought that maybe he shouldn't have got in contest, which instantly makes you hated. At least to some level. Like even Flex Lewis copped it a little bit when he beat Hardy at that show in Korea.
Yeah, true.
So that makes you obviously not liked straight away. And then also, and he hasn't really got that lately as much. So it feels like he actually is a bit less hated. But also there's still, like, you've got to remember, Nick Trigilli went hard on him on his channel.
That's true.
There's a certain amount of people that just have the wrong impression of Hunter, I think, from that. And I
remember that. Yeah, that was right.
I think those two things, and then people just having that perception, you know, even if they've just seen the title and the thumbnail of a video of, you know, if they've seen 10 of them on Nick's channel, they've seen 5 pop up, they're like, oh, Hunter must be some sort of dude, you know, like, and then they hear a few other people say things and it just spreads. But I think it always bounces back the other way. Like I've heard on a few podcasts lately, people saying, I don't know why Hunter's so hated. He's actually a really nice guy. So I'm glad that people are saying what we're saying now, you know?
Maybe also people think since like his dad was a bodybuilder and they have a supplement company, you know, kind of like everything is like handed to him in a sense. Like it's easier for him, you know. Maybe that's why also people because of this, you know, because of all the resources he has because of his name.
People tend to prefer the underdog in sports, and because who his dad is, and that first year when he beat Nick, I don't think he should have beaten Nick, but that's not his fault. You know, he's not a judge. He's competing, so you can't blame him for that. But in the comments, everybody
Sergio gets similar hate, similar thing.
Yeah. The comments in that video, everybody was talking about what's wrong with his chest. Like we all know he had the chest, he had the chest hair. That's not anything new. And they were talking about his stomach. I'm like, well, he's off season 295. You want his stomach to look like Keon? Like I don't know what you want his stomach to look like. So
in person, did he appear more aesthetic and almost like you don't notice, maybe like because you see the odd shot, like I don't know if there's one part where he turned and sort of did that side ab crunch and you can see the stomach's poking out a bit. Did it look less obvious in person because he has so much size on his physique and he has so much sort of wow to his like quad striations and stuff?
It's also like the off season, so he's probably eating a lot of food. And it's like late in the day, like it's like 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
Exactly.
So he probably has like 4 or 5 meals in, you know, like
I don't think he looked aesthetic in person, but I don't think he needs to look aesthetic at 295. You know what I'm saying? That's more for like later on. But I don't even consider him like a super aesthetic guy. What I found impressive was how big his frame was, how much muscle he had, and how lean he was. I didn't think Hunter was a big framed guy. I thought Hunter was a muscular guy, but I thought he was maybe not on the shorter or smaller side, but I didn't consider him like a taller bodybuilder. But now I kind of think he is on a taller, obviously not compared to Andrew Jack when he's competing against him, but he is on the taller, wider side. He's way bigger of a person than I thought he was. And the amount of muscle and condition I thought was insane in person, you know?
And he's just started his off season as of a few weeks back. So when I heard, I don't know if Hunter said that or if Ben Chow said it, his coach, but when I heard that put out, I'm like, he's just started his off season a few weeks ago. So around the time of the Arnold, and everyone was saying he was huge at the Arnold. So did he just start it just before the Arnold or what? I don't know, but he looks awesome.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Aaron, you were so sleeping, bro. I saw you in the corner. That's why I made it bigger.
Did you zoom in on it?
No, yeah, I just took it off the screen share, but as soon as I took it off, your eyes just went.
Yeah. I didn't sleep last night at all. I'm not kidding you. I think I got to sleep about 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, Baidi's got some he's got some stuff that can help you with that.
And then I woke up at 6:30. I think I slept 2 hours. I think I honestly slept 2 hours.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
It was the first night of prep. I was like, all right, here we go. The fun's about to start. You know, when you can't sleep. That was so bad. Because obviously I don't take anything. I don't smoke weed or sleeping tablets. I just go to sleep. And I was dying. I just could not sleep. Over
300,000 Australians today, Aaron, have a script for medicinal marijuana.
Yeah.
I'm considering the script for maybe some gummy bears or something. I don't know.
They don't do gummy bears in Australia, bro.
Yes, they do.
On a script.
CBD ones. Oh, well, who cares if you got a script or not?
Well, CBD probably isn't going to help as much as THC.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, it might, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so we've got that guest posting coming up. I forgot the other names that are on the list. We've got, let me get back to it in just a second. But what do you guys think we'll see from Big Ramy? Because he had Ramadan, that's all wrapped up now. So He's actually further away from Ramadan than previous years, which is good because obviously with that you can only eat in non-daylight hours over your 24 hours. So it obviously makes life difficult as a bodybuilder. So who thinks Big Ramy will show up looking big and like he's going to compete?
I don't think so.
No idea.
I think he's gonna look pretty average. Well, average for Big Ramy. Like the last time he did it, he didn't look super impressive. He kind of looked like decent, you know. I think he's gonna look decent, but I don't think he's full blown into training right now. I guess we don't know.
It's hard. Obviously, we're always going to compare him to when he was the best ever. So is he ever going to live up to that again? So it's almost like he's doing himself a disservice by competing because we're always going to compare him to the best Ramy ever, and he's probably never going to live up to that ever again.
Yeah.
I think he could come back really good, to be honest. Like the last time he's on stage was at Arnold Classic. And I think he was in that top comparison with those other guys, Nick Walker and Sampson, and he's being compared. I reckon some people would have him winning. I just think he never got those comparisons.
When was his last update? Surely he's got an update.
Let's have a look.
Or has he just disappeared? I haven't seen
he just disappears. He always disappears during Ramadan. He ain't posting shit during that. He knows he's smaller. You know.
I gotta be with Xavier.
Does Hadi do Ramadan?
No.
I don't think they're the same thing, are they?
I don't even know if he's Muslim. I don't even know if Hadi is Muslim. Because he's from Iran. So some of them are Muslim, but there's Persian people who are Jewish, Christian, everything. So I don't even know if he's Muslim. But I gotta agree with Xavier. With Ramy, I thought Ramy at that Arnold, he was so much improved. Honestly, in that top 3, he could have been way higher. I think he could have beat Andrew. I think he could have been top 2. You know, I thought he was that much improved. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, he looked good there.
Look, I hope he comes back because I reckon the more the merrier. You know, it's better having him in there than not.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, even if it's just to add another quality guy to the top 6, you know, it's like still adds to the quality lineup.
Like you watch the Olympia again this year, if it's got Ramy and Nick back in, it's already straight away way better.
Yeah. Dude, as soon as you click on like Big Ramy or Hadi Troop, I don't think Hadi actually, I think he blocks his, but you click on one of these guys' tagged photos, and this is just like common practice. You know what I mean?
Bro, why are they always from India? That happens to me too. When I look at my tag photos, it's all like Indian guys.
Oh, Ramy's actually in this one. I was gonna say, look at this one, but Ramy's actually in it.
He's there, yeah.
There's the same. There's nearly the same amount of eyebrows in this photo as people.
a lot of unibrows going on there.
Yeah, man. I don't know. You know how Anthony Davis has that in the NBA?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like one of his nicknames is like the brow. I don't think man.
Why wouldn't you just get a shaver and shave it? I don't understand it.
I don't understand. I guess Anthony Davis, it became a signature, and he's rich as hell, so it's like he doesn't care. But I would just shave it, man. I don't know.
Bro, you could get it lasered. You could get it lasered so it would never grow back.
Yeah.
It would probably hurt, but
I'm not into it.
Getting a laser Imagine getting a laser right between the eyes.
I don't know how to get off this story with the side panel of us there.
You got to hit the X thingy on top right.
Well, yeah, we're in the way. We're
okay.
I was like, how do I get out of this?
Not to get off subject, but when do you reckon they'll announce? Oh no, I guess it's still not. What's the next show? Detroit, yeah.
No, this weekend we've got the Arnold in South America.
Oh yeah, and then Detroit after that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do they announce the lineups for shows, like official lineups? How long? Like a week before?
Depends.
Yeah.
It's 5
Usually.
days.
Yeah, so 1 week.
Usually it's the Monday for the next weekend, for the following weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for us, it's like, well, shit. Drop my headphones. So for us, it's like Monday night at the very earliest, Tuesday. We find out like who's competing the coming weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
How come Keon isn't there? Because didn't they invite Sean Clarita last time when he won?
he should be, yeah. You'd
Right,
think so.
Cam would be one of the most impressive physiques there too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like he's always because he put an update out the other day and he looks insane.
Yeah,
I
he looks
guess
crazy.
I guess we don't know if he was invited, but I don't think he would say no if he was invited. So I'm gonna assume he wasn't invited.
No, because it's a massive deal being invited to that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You don't want to say no. Trust me.
Yeah. How do you think Andrew Jack will look? Stan, you know Andrew probably better than anyone. Do you think that he's gonna like? I don't know exactly which show he's doing. Has it been announced? Like, is it the Dubai Pro? I think.
Yeah. You can guess, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm guessing Dubai.
Yeah.
Huh?
Dubai for the dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna
Dubai.
be Texas.
It's 100K US, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
First.
Why don't you do it?
I think
Stan?
Huh?
Stan, why don't you do it?
What am I doing?
Why don't you do Dubai?
Oh, I might.
They don't.
Oh, yeah.
They don't let you. They don't allow weed in Dubai. That's why.
People still find a way to get it there.
I'm pretty sure I've seen all these guys in person, besides Derek and Samson. And I gotta say, I think Andrew in person probably looks the most impressive. Just standing there, he looks the most impressive.
I reckon
You know?
Derek will remind everyone. Do we not forget when Derek walked out for their guest post how nuts he looked?
Crazy.
You picked Hardy to
Crazy.
win the Olympia.
Yeah, I know, but Hardy's not there. Hardy, but you're talking about this guest post. Hardy's not in there.
Oh, I thought you meant at the
Yeah.
Olympia this year. He's going to
No,
remind
I'm
everyone.
saying-
And I was
I'm
like,
saying, did we forget when Derek did the guest pose last time how nuts he looked in that guest pose?
Yeah, but there was
Yeah,
no
yeah.
the height of Andrew or Samson with the
Yeah,
side. Like Samson,
that makes
you know,
a
at
big
330 pounds, he still looks great. And imagine how big that would look on stage.
Yeah, but Derek's got the back.
yeah.
No, but
Mhm.
for off-season get posing, like I think Samson would be more impressive because he's got still great shape and just overly massive, you know.
We're treating this guest post like it's an Arnold Classic.
let's do you know what we should do? We should literally
We should
place
score it.
how we think they would all place if they were
Yeah.
if this was a competition, because obviously Nick Walker wins. I think everyone would say that because he's literally 2 weeks
Yeah.
out or whatever, or just 2 weeks from his
1
comp.
week.
Yeah,
No, you have to
whatever
judge
it is.
them. You have to judge them considering their position in their off season. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you have to adjust
Yeah.
it. You know, so
Well,
who's the most impressive considering where they are in their off season?
Nick for sure. But Samson didn't compete that long ago. So it would have to be Samson second. I
But
think
even when
Andrew
he's like at the peak at
Huh?
330, 40, he still looks great.
he does.
doesn't
He
look-
does actually.
Mm.
Same with Andrew. And Andrew looks very impressive off season. He's very lean, but he's round as a fucking house.
Andrew always looks good.
He does.
Yeah.
I got Andrew in third. Then I got Derek in fourth. Huh?
You said round as a fucking house. I was like, what kind of a house is round? Like
big as a
I've never
house.
seen a roundhouse in my life.
Bro, I didn't
Big
even
ass-
notice that.
I didn't notice
man.
it either. Big as a house and round as a, I don't know, fucking balloon. I don't know what was round.
It's not that round. That's round. Maybe a circle?
Maybe circle. So okay, what did I say? Nick, Samson, Andrew, Derek,
Hate
Hunter,
on Hunter.
Hunter, C-Bum, then Big Ramy. No, stop.
Nah, C-Bum's not. He's not guest post. He's not. He's a
No,
special
no.
appearance. He just needs to show up and show his face.
He's too rich to be guest posing. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Big Ramy last. No offense.
Doesn't he charge 250 grand?
He's not gonna charge Germanian 250 grand. I'll tell you that much.
No, it's not. But I've heard that's what his rate is if you want him to get both.
Yeah.
Why not, man?
gotta
If you
give-
don't really want to do it, and just say you've got a show and you're just like balling, you've got money, you're in Dubai, whatever, you know? Because seriously, like, if they brought Chris Bumstead into guest pose, I'm like, we're not going to see a return on it, but they could at least say, I have the most famous man in the world here, you know, or in bodybuilding,
Yeah.
you know, guest posing, but he never guest poses.
He doesn't look super impressive off season. That might be a caveat. I don't think he wants to be seen not looking his best.
I think
So,
that's classic guys. That's classic guys in general. I'm not hating on classic, but a lot of classic guys in the off season don't look that impressive until they get real shredded. Because the beauty of the beauty of their look is in the condition and the shape, and it gets blurred when they're a bit off season. You know,
it does. Urs and Ramon look huge, but not super impressive because they're not like lean, right? They're not aesthetic and lean. They're just like big and round.
Ramen
same
is pretty
with
impressive.
Breon.
Yeah.
Is Breon moving to 212?
He said next
I
year,
don't-
yeah. I think I read somewhere he said 2024 will be his last year in Classic.
Yeah.
But
I think it's a
didn't
bad
he
move.
say
I think he should stay in classic, man. Like Bob Chigarelli's talked him into 212.
I agree.
I don't know if it's a good move. I don't know.
I don't think
What do you
so.
reckon? What do you reckon, Stan?
I agree that he should stay in Classic. I think. I mean, the thing he misses the most is legs, and 212 guys have massive legs. So,
Yeah,
Bro,
that's the problem. That's exactly right, bro.
212 guys. Okay, this should tell you how good 212 guys are. Derek and Hadi were literally 212 guys a couple years ago, right?
and
Sean, and Antonio, Sean Clarita literally got top 5 at the Arnold, you know, and he's one of the smallest 212 guys, or is the smallest 212 guys. So there's a really big gap between Classic and 212. Breon is a hell of a fucking bodybuilder, but he just beat Urs in Classic, which would put him at like what, 4th or 3rd? Like
Yeah, but he's
statistically,
getting
right?
better. He's getting better again, I reckon.
That's what I'm
Breon.
saying. Now, and how would he be able to be top 3 in 212? He would have to be.
No way, bro. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be top 20. Because
so he,
it's what Stan says. The problem with him, his biggest weakness is the majority of 212 strength. Most of 212 guys have huge legs.
Yeah.
bro,
You know?
you don't realize the difference till they stand next to each other. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys see the video when Breon stood next to Keon? Keon wasn't even as big as he is now back then, and it was night and day. Keon is big, bro. Yes, he's short, but he's wide as a house. As a house, there you go, the house thing. He's round. He's round as a house as well. And
You can be wide as a house.
wide
You can't be round as the house, bro.
So they're the big difference. I don't think a 44 or 45-year-old man should be trying to add 20 pounds of tissue.
And it would need to go all to the legs too. The upper
Exactly.
body's fine. His upper body's fine. It just have to go all to the legs. And let's be honest, once you get over 45, the hardest part to grow is the legs.
Yeah.
It is.
And
So-
prefacing what I'm about to say, like, I think Breon is phenomenal. I think that he's killing it in Classic. I think he's exceeding everyone's expectations. But you compare, like, a dude that looks like this chilling in the gym, looks awesome, looks insane. But, Aaron, not to make you the point of it, but pull up Aaron, who has not placed in the top 5, and like this level of
Look at
legs
him,
and everything, it's just not gonna. His
a
legs
big
won't
difference.
compare. You know what I mean? Like, Aaron is thick. This is 9th in the 212, and Bob Chicarelli is saying, "But he's only Breon's only got a chance to win it if he's in the 212." It's like, what do you?
No.
How much bigger do you think his legs have to be? They have to be.
That's the most
hugely
absurd.
bigger.
That's the most absurd comment.
Yeah.
6 weeks
Bro.
out. Is 6 weeks out 212?
Bro,
And
the
like
Mhm.
so Classic, he weighs it at what? Maybe 185, maybe 190 at most.
max like 190, right?
It's the
Oh,
hamstrings too.
pounds.
The hamstrings whack as well.
And Keon, he won the Olympia at what, 204 last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How bigger he looks.
Yeah, Keon looks so much. He's so much bigger, and we all love Breon. He's actually like a friend of mine. He lives out here, so hopefully he doesn't take this the wrong way. But we're just being honest. You know what I'm saying? We're just being honest. Yeah.
Man, I love Breon.
Stan probably.
Breon actually stopped and talked to me and my girlfriend at the time after he guest posed out here in a Perth show. He was talking to us for like 35 minutes, and then I felt bad that there was people like standing around waiting to talk to him. I'm like, oh, bro, you get going to go or whatever. I'm like, thanks so much for talking, you know? And he was so friendly, so nice. And he got a bad rap because I think he sort of played the game of being the villain in the Chris Bumstead thing. Yeah. So he did online at some stage get a bad rap. But
he's actually not like that at all, though. Right? In real life, he's not, man.
No.
Nicest guy. No. But yeah, he just got a bad rap and was perceived the wrong way. And C-Bum is such a nice guy and C-Bum won, so he was vindicated. Yeah. It just sort of made Breon come off bad. But you know, had Breon been winning Olympias still, it probably would have come across different. You know, it's just like that perception thing that gets put out there. But Breon is a lovely dude, man.
You can't say what you believe to be true or not be honest just because someone's nice. That's just what we do, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Savage sport, but it is what it is. But I think he's made a bit of a resurgence in classic. I thought lately he's improved.
Yeah.
Like, knocking off Euros was the big deal. And he did it twice. He did it twice or once. I can't remember.
Once.
But like, that was a big deal. I thought that was a positive sign, you know.
Yeah,
I thought Breon should have beat Urs at the Arnold, Ohio as well. And Urs is a phenomenal.
I thought that too.
I agree.
Urs is phenomenal as well. But the detail, the separation, that back double bicep, he beats everybody in that division. I'm sorry, he beats everybody. His back double is that good. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Chris is taller and wider, so you could debate that. But his actual back,
it's the crazy detail he gets. He's not actually that wide. It's crazy detail in the back.
Yeah. So I mean, Breon at this point is a top 3 guy in classic. That's nothing to hold your head down to, man. That's impressive. He's the only guy that height being able to knock off these tall guys. So that's very impressive to do it at any age.
Another thing you've got to understand too, he's going to take a pay cut to do the 212.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to place the same in 212, and 212 paid less now than classic. So he's
he has to think that he's going to place the same though. You can't imagine that he's going to 212 to be like, yeah, I'll struggle to make Olympia.
But he's not going to place the same, unfortunately. Well, he's not going to be carried with Badjo and Angel Calderon, even Ahmad, what's his name, Ahmad Ashkenani. You know, like I mean, the guys think Breon has more quality than them.
You know, like I'm not Sean Roden.
I'm like, what? Yeah, no. There's
no way
there's no chance, and it sucks to say that, but it is what it is. They're the whole different level of muscularity. Now you take Breon's exact physique and put 20 pounds in the right places, but then that's you know, that's kind of being like, that's not real life. That's not how it works.
We've seen Breon try to push up to 212. The legs didn't considerably come up. Like that's all you need to know. You know what I mean? Like, and he is what is he now? 40, early 40s?
44?
Yeah. The last time I checked, I thought he's 43 or something. So he might be 44 now. Yeah. So that's not young, and you just have to be realistic, and he is killing it. And in classic, you can pose your legs differently to offset it to where it's not that big of a deal in comparison. Like it's really not. In the classic, it's, you know, it hurts him, and he might be placing higher if he had bigger legs, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to convert to an open judged category, you know, really.
And what happens if he does do a 212 right and then gets like
doesn't even qualify,
like 8th or 10th or something? What happens then? You know, like it's gonna tarnish. Like it's not a good look. I don't reckon. What if he gets whooped real bad?
Yeah, that's possible. But that's very possible. On top of that, like you said, classic is already at this point more popular than 212. So what would be the point to do the, you know? Well, why take a pay? It's only bringing you down in popularity, down in placings, down in money. It's just I don't see any way of making. Even if he did bring his legs up, I don't think that puts him in top 3 still. even if the legs came out. These guys, bro, these guys are next level. Even with
And he's
bigger
a little
legs,
bit taller. He's a little bit taller too. Remember that you're a little bit taller in 212. It makes you look skinnier.
it does. So,
So how tall is he? Is you reckon he's 5'7" or 5'8" or how? He's not 5'6". I don't think.
No.
I think he's 5'7", right? I want to say
So
5'7".
I reckon 5'7" is the limit for 212. When you're 5'8" and you're only taller, it elongates you too much. Makes you look smaller.
Hey, even 5'7", standing next to Sean and Keon at 5'7", that's going to be hard to match them in size.
Yeah, because they're too much. There's too much muscle that makes them look freakier. You know.
Yeah. Because I saw Keon at like maybe, I don't know, 200 pounds, 205, something like that. And I'm looking, I'm like, I'm 300, and he's bigger than me.
That's
I'm 100 pounds bigger.
The scary thing with him is he wasn't even close to the weight cap, bro. He was like, I think Patrick told me he was still like, I think like 10 pounds under, man.
That's
like,
crazy.
That is absolutely absurd. Imagine Keon at 212 at the weigh-ins, peeled. Like
nobody.
It'd be a freaky.
Impossible. Nobody can beat that. Nobody at that weight can beat that. I don't care what you do. You just can't match those genetics, and come in shredded. Like I don't think it's possible. He looks bigger than people 50 pounds bigger than him. This is just genetics.
Yeah.
He doesn't look his weight. He looks so much heavier.
Way bigger. Yeah.
He's roughly the same weight as me.
Yeah. He's so round.
Round like a house.
It's the round with the small waist. It's the combination.
That's my new phrase now. Around as a house.
Round as a house. You bring shirts out. Bring shirts out.
Round as a house, and just have a circle over a house where it doesn't fit inside the circle.
Have a picture of a round house on it.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that. A round house.
I'll make that for you.
Thank you. Let's do it. Let's go.
like a little kid's drawing of a house with a circle with some windows and a door and a roof.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, man. Exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, I love it.
Oh man.
Anyway, I don't even know how we got to what we were talking about.
It's no difference to me saying shit my pants on the toilet.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Shit my pants.
Yeah, we can put that on a t-shirt, man. Like if you want to sell it, literally Aaron sitting on the toilet with his pants up.
When your prep brain's so bad, you go to the toilet and leave your pants up and go to the toilet. That's the visual I had when you said it earlier. That's why I cracked up. Like I couldn't help it. It's just like, yeah. Anyway,
have any of you guys actually ever shit your pants before?
Oh, I've had a little bit of an issue before squatting.
I love how you started over that.
I was training legs once and I followed through a little bit. I had to go home. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. Yeah. You know what it was? I had some sort of fat burner or something a mate gave me some fat burner, and it was a tablet, and it was like it was one from like a sub store, and it made me feel fucking real sick in the guts. And then I went and trained legs, and I was like, just couldn't control it. And I rang him, and I got home. I said I had to leave the room. I'm like, what did you give me? It made me feel like I couldn't control my bowels.
Yeah, laxatives aren't fat burners though.
Huh?
Laxatives aren't fat burners.
Yeah, he probably stitched me up.
Yeah.
I was training at Zoo, and I finished my workout, and I realized I left my protein shake at home. So I was like, okay, let me buy a protein shake. So of course I go buy like a muscle milk or whatever they had, right? I have a very, very sensitive stomach, so I gotta make sure I'm
good idea getting a muscle milk.
But I was like, oh yeah, I was like only 30 grams of protein. I need more than this, so I got 2 bottles of muscle milk. So as you can see, that wasn't a good idea. So on my way home, this is when I had the Hellcat. So on my way home, I'm rushing, I'm driving fast, going home, and I get to West Hollywood, and there's so much traffic. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. But I was like, I can't shit in a Hellcat. Leather seat. You got the fucking leather seats. It's gonna really devalue this Hellcat. So I'm like, I gotta shit on the street. So I hopped out and I took like a paper towel from the trunk, and I'm running around looking for a spot to shit. I find like a perfect corner. And I go, I'm like, okay, this is the moment. This is it. And then this door opens, like a back door opens, and a bunch of women just come out, like 20, 30-year-old women just flying out of this place. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I had to pull my pants back up, went back to my car, and then I had to hold it for another 5 minutes or so, and I was able to make it to my building, and they have a bathroom like in the lobby. So I ran to the lobby, and then I made it. So almost, I was this close. Once you have to grab the paper towels, it's too close. It's way too close.
Yeah.
I had a pee situation where I was doing the Ferrino Legacy, and I was driving from day, and I don't know if I was water loading or whatever, but I needed to pee so bad, and so I was rushing. Of course, I got pulled over. Man, that made me. I had to hold it for longer. Oh my god!
I vomited in my car once. That was similar story. I drank same thing as a protein shake, and then I felt sick. And the next minute I was driving along, and I started doing what you were doing. I had a Mercedes C63, like twin turbo V8, and I started hammering it. And then my mouth started salivating. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god! And I'm like, I cannot throw up in this car. And I got stuck in a traffic jam, and I had no choice. And then I put the window down, and as I put my head out the window, I started fucking, and it went all over the door, and then it went.
Did it go down the door?
Bro, I went inside the window jam. Oh, it was the worst.
Oh no!
And I was like, no, it went inside the window, and then I was vomited. And I opened the door and I vomited all over the road. Had my hazard lights on. Everyone's staring at me. I'm vomiting out the door. And then I got home, and then I wiped it, and then I took it to a car detailers, and I had to pay like $400, and they steamed it and cleaned it and everything.
Did you throw up on anybody else's car? Did anybody catch some?
No. Oh, maybe when I was 18. Maybe when I was young, doing silly things, but not. I'm not much of a vomiter. I don't ever throw up. That was really random for me. I don't know what was in that shake, but something happened, and I never vomit. Never. Like maybe once every 3 or 4 years, maybe. I can't. It never happens.
Oh shit! That's so bad.
But it's nothing worse when you get a nice car and you don't want to. That's why I felt your pain when you said you're in the Hellcat. I'll be the worst thing ever.
Do you guys carry? They sell those things that you piss in on Amazon. I forget what they call it. It's like a piss.
I've seen like a tube.
It's like a container.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You guys know what I'm doing? Yeah, so I'll buy those from Amazon when I'm like 4 weeks out, when I'm on like the estrogen blockers and shit, and I'm peeing a lot. Sometimes I'm in traffic. I got to pee in the car, so I'll pee in the container and bottle it up. And of course, I might forget it in there for a couple months, and one day I'll find it just like a piss container in the trunk somewhere.
With pee in it.
Yeah. That's all bad.
Is it transparent? Can you see through it?
You can see through it.
That's unfortunate. They should have tinted ones. Like
They should.
But maybe it's a safety mechanism. Someone thinks it's a drink. They're just like, ooh.
You don't want to drink that.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. I can't remember. I was going to say something, but I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. No, I can't remember. Anyway,
how do we even get off this subject?
I have no clue. Like we were talking about guest posings, and then we got on.
And now we're talking about shitting ourselves in our cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I have had an ex vomit in an Uber. That shit cost me money, man. The Uber was over $100. Vomit's in there. I give the Uber driver $200 just to be like, just that. And then he's like, "Oh, do you have another 100?" And I'm like, "That's all I've got."
Bro, I swear women can't control it. How many times have you been out and you see some random girl vomiting? It's like almost every time.
All the time.
It's been me.
They
before
drink
too,
because they go out on an empty stomach and they drink too much wine and then they just vomit. You know, you always see women vomit.
The last time I went out, I vomited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. I was in it was just I can't remember, it was like New Year's or something. And I went out and I thought I was completely fine. And then someone gave me a vape or something, and then I had a drink and like I vaped and then I drinked and I was like, nah, that shit just didn't go down well. And I was in the bathroom though, so I just turned around and just did it, and then I was fine. I was like, oh, cool, done. But yeah, it's not my vibe, man. I don't drink as well. So when you drink and you don't drink, it's like, it's not good. Stan drinks all the time though, secretly.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's his one vice. No, but anyway, there is the Arnold Classic South America coming up this weekend. We've got Carlos Thomas Jr. out of that contest. I love the fact that
he's out.
Yeah,
What
he's out.
happened
He's
there?
out.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
confirmed.
I didn't know.
What happened there though? What was the reason?
He had a close family member pass away that was really young, but he grew up with. So I think it was his. I don't know if he wants it out there, but it was someone who was like close to him, like his brother, sort of thing. And then yeah, he did mention on a podcast as well, but he had a bit of a flare up with his ulcerative colitis when he's training tour days. So he's mentioned that maybe like 7-8 weeks out. So I think just a few things went wrong, and unfortunately he's out, which sucks for Carlos. But I think he's just going to take his time and then reassess what he's going to do in terms of comps and all that. But we've got obviously still Tonio in the contest, who's a phenomenal bodybuilder. And then we've also got Rafael Brandao. We've got GoodVito. We've got William Martins. They're the sort of standout names. And we've got some really good names in the classic too, which I want to mention as well. And I've got the info and the photos on those guys. But first off, who does everyone have winning straight off the bat? Because it's really, I think most people are going to pick two people. Rafa? Aaron?
Rafa, after
Well,
seeing him in Columbus, after seeing the Columbus look, was it Columbus? Where I thought he did down. I mean, I thought he was underrated. I thought he could have been second.
He was good.
I loved his physique. I thought he was really impressive.
He was.
I gotta go with William Martins on this one.
Really?
No, he's not being serious. That sounds mean, but that I laughed so hard. But it was only because you've got Raf, who's like ridiculous, and I think he's like, potential top 6 Olympian. So just want to justify my laughter.
I mean, when it comes to Tonio, if Tonio won, I wouldn't be surprised. I just think Rafa has so much of a bigger structure than him, and that's gonna count for something. If you have a similar look, but somebody's 4 inches taller than you, it does make a difference.
Plus, isn't he like 270 pounds, 277 pounds or something?
On stage at the only was 255, but I think they said he was around 270 like last week. Yeah.
So he's 20 pounds bigger than Tonio. Oh. What's Tonio?
No, Tonio's way lower than that. Yeah, he still makes
225.
No, he still makes 212.
Oh, he still makes 212.
He was 212 weight at the Olympia.
Yeah,
for the finals. Yeah.
He actually said it himself. He said it himself on the Olympia podcast. He made 212 weight. As an open top 8 guy, he still made weight for 212. That's crazy.
Do you wish weight doesn't mean that much? I think Huddy was only. Someone told me Huddy was only like 103 kilos. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He looks sharper. If he looks sharper, I would assume he's lighter.
What did Derek weigh? Can't be that much over.
106 kilos.
226.
No, 106, 230 probably.
Yeah. Okay, 106. Yeah. So he's put about
230,
10 kilos on. Yeah.
The only thing I heard Derek say about weight is that they're aiming or they're intending to be around the low 230s. That's the only thing I was heard Derek say out of his mouth. So I would assume he was about 230, right? That seems fair.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere that Hadi was actually heavier in Ohio, which is crazy because he was that sharper.
Yeah. Well, the weight doesn't. I guess the weight doesn't really matter. I guess, but Brandao is bigger than Tonio. He's a bigger person. I don't know if he's not more muscular from behind, but overall he's a bigger bodybuilder.
The weight doesn't matter if you're comparing your weight to someone else's weight. The only time it matters if you're comparing your weight to your previous weight.
Exactly. If you're in shape, right? Don't come in 10 pounds fatter and say that you're
assuming condition is the same, right?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That photo, man. That's unbelievable.
One of the best in business.
That's one of the best front lats I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really up there. Yeah, he beats a lot of people in it.
It's such a clean physique, like it's such a, I mean, people that were complaining about aesthetics, I hate it now when people say, like, even after this contest, there's a few people saying, oh, he's still not big enough. And I'm like, come on, like, well, if you want to, if you want him to be the most aesthetic or one of the most aesthetic guys, and you want him to be one of the biggest, it's like, okay, then you've got easily the Mr. Olympia. You know
Yeah,
what
well,
I
that's
mean?
Derek,
So,
though. That's Derek. Derek's the closest thing to that because he's got the small waist and he's still got a lot of size.
yeah,
You
it's
can't
not quite as much
you
conditioning.
can't win this game because everybody says be careful, don't blow out your waist, take your time. Then you take your time, and everybody says, "Oh, you know, you're moving too slow. You've been like we're vegan. Oh, well, you don't take this seriously because you don't gain the stage weight." But you know what I'm saying? But then if you gain 50 pounds in 2 years, and everybody talks shit that you blow out your waist, so you go slow. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Rafa took his time. He's putting on making great gains, but you know, at a good pace, and it's like it's not fast enough, right? But when it happens fast, then people still, you know what I'm saying? There's no way around it.
Yeah,
As much as
you got to block out the noise.
yeah,
Exactly.
as much as I love Samson, I think that like this physique, I think this is the most aesthetic physique in the IFBB Pro League, like in the open, because it is just so pleasing in terms of like every aspect. He's got the sweep on the quad, he's got awesome teardrops, he's got great shoulders, small waist, vacuums in. You know, he's pretty balanced. There's no body parts where you're like, oh, it really stands out. Yeah, he could be a little bit more crisp in the back and it maybe improve that a tiny bit, but really he's very complete as well. So he's ticking so many boxes in terms of all that sort of stuff. So I really don't mind if he doesn't have as much size as some of these other guys, because when you look at him and you go, well, he actually is pretty big. Like he does have a fair bit of muscle.
So this year, the top six is going to be probably the most aesthetic top six since the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming he makes Shea scrapes in with 6. You got him, Derek, Hardy, Samson. Obviously, Nixon there. He's not very aesthetic, but like it's a very. But he's still got a pretty decent control of his waist.
He does actually.
It's a very aesthetic top 6. So everyone cannot win because they got what they asked for, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't even mention him.
Andrew, yeah. Okay, what I will say is that I think Rafa is the most aesthetic open guy who has enough size and condition, because like somebody like Patrick Moore is very aesthetic, but he doesn't have the size or condition. Regan, very aesthetic. He didn't have the size. Now he does. He still doesn't have perfect condition, right? So I think Rafa has the best balance of like being aesthetic, but still having enough size. Tonio is aesthetic, but he doesn't have as much size, things like that, you know? So or Andrew, I think Andrew is aesthetic. Very different physique.
Brad.
Yeah. Brad, yeah, you're right. Stan, I think Stan is aesthetic. I don't know how many people. I think Stan is pretty aesthetic. You know, I think there's aesthetic guy. It's just that most aesthetic guys usually need more muscle, and I think Rafa is getting the closest to looking like he's filled out. You know.
Yeah. It's like that with a lot of guys. It's like everyone just says, "Oh, I need more muscle." And look, don't get me wrong. I've said it on things. I'm like, you know, the best way, you know, all he needs now is a bit more muscle. And it's like, I'm well aware when you say that about someone that they're going to be like, oh, fuck, man, I'm trying. You know, I'm working my ass off every day. But it's a reality of some situations. But when fans go, oh, he needs 30 pounds more muscle, it's like, do you understand what 30 pounds of muscle takes to build when you're already a decent size? It's like, it's not. People go, well, like, okay, well, this plus, okay, I need to take more gear plus this. Okay, that will equal gains. You know, it doesn't work like that. You know,
what about some of the negative things that comes with adding size? Because Phil Heath was very aesthetic, had one of the best waists in the pro league, and then at some point he lost it, right? Or even Samson. I don't want to say Samson lost his aesthetic because he's still aesthetic, but Samson isn't as aesthetic as he was 2 years ago. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, I reckon that's the best photo of 2024. That photo there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Which one?
That black and white one. I seen that a few weeks ago. I was blown away. I was like, "Fuck, that's a sick shot."
Best photo of 2024 is a big call, though.
Bro, that physique there is flawless to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty complete.
How can you knock that right now? Like everything's there.
Yeah.
I like the candid backstage ones, like where, like as if someone's spying on you. Like they're the best photos.
Yeah,
you know, like, it's just something different.
You know? With what Baidi was saying, like you know, the bigger you get, the more food you have to get in. So it's gonna weigh the stomach, you know. So For
How
sure.
much? How much muscle is too much? You don't know till you know. Sean Clarita kept getting bigger, bigger, harder, bigger, harder, and then finally last year, you're like, oh, that's it. Don't get any bigger. Now you're getting more negative, right? So you can't really know till you get there. Okay, we just said Tonio's 212. Hey, Tonio, get bigger, get bigger. Do we want to see Tonio at 250? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think
Tonio could get bigger. He's got space.
for sure, for sure.
Not that. But
Sean has no space left.
No, but like also like what's the limit? I think Tonio, if he's 212, Tonio at 230, which was basically Dexter.
no,
Dexter's best.
25 most.
I can
Right,
see that. I can see that.
the limit is when the waist starts blowing out. That's it.
I mean, you put
Basically, yeah.
like 10 pounds on him looks like it is already like cartoonish as hell. You put a little bit on his back, a little bit more on the legs, and that's it. 5 pounds each quad, that's plenty. 4 pounds each quad.
Dexter Jackson's best, I think, was 2008, 2009, and from his words, he was like low 230s, high 220s. So let's say 230 to make it flat. Anymore, I don't think Dexter, even though he was able to continue to place high as he got older, I don't think he had a better physique at 235 or 240 than he did at 230. I think that was his best.
Even his first year, like I think as a pro, he was like 208 or something. He looked almost exactly the same, just good. So
rounder.
Yeah.
So Tonio, I think Tonio is pretty much the same height as Dexter, right? 5'7"-ish, 5'6.5". But Tonio had even more, I don't want to say more bubbliness, but Tonio holds a 212 even better than Dexter probably held 212, right? So I don't even think Tonio needs to be 230. Like you said, I think 225. I don't want to see Tonio at 240. I think that goes the opposite direction. Because he has the arms, the shoulders, the back, quad sweep. It's all there. We can see hamstrings and chest. That's about it, right?
Yeah. Look, I still always add a little more quads, but like honestly, maybe glute, hamstring, quads, like the and the specs. That's all. Like his back is already full arm, shoulder, trap. You don't even need to touch that.
Yeah, simple as that. Same with Derek Lunsford is Mr. Olympia at 230. Do we need to see him at 245? I don't think so. 235 maybe.
Yeah. I agree, bro.
At some point is the point of adding really size, just quality. Like if Derek added like a zero, just maybe like a couple pounds in his legs, but then the rest would just getting like harder, grainier. That's all he really needs to bring.
Exactly right. Some guys just need to improve detail.
Yeah. Maybe more muscle just so that he can push down harder without getting flat. That's about it, right?
Maybe.
Maybe that might be more mature muscle.
Yeah.
I just got a DM from the Guru documentary. You know the one with George Farah?
Yeah.
And I won't say everything they said in there, but they invited me to the
premiere.
Yeah, VIP invite.
Where?
Festival weekend to the what festival is it at? It's at the
America?
Florida.
Oh, they got to fly you out then.
Sunscreen Film Festival. Well, I don't think I don't think they know I'm in Australia, so to the end of April.
Hey Stan, what's the weather like? Cool, what's the weather like, bro?
It just started to get warmer. It's 73 right now. It's like 20 degrees.
Yeah. Can you forward me that invite, Xavier? I could show up.
Well, they mentioned something about I briefly read it before.
Is New York, does anyone know if New York's cold? Is New York cold at this time or
hot? What time is what are we in there now?
In May.
So in 7 weeks, in 6 weeks, is it going to be? Am I going to need a snow jacket there or what?
Nah, it should be warm.
No. Yeah, to be honest, it should be on the warmer side right now. Like December, January, forget about it. You don't want to go there.
Yeah. Right now, like Vegas, we're gonna get the last bit of cold this week, at the end of this week, and then it should be warm from here.
It was kind of cold. It was kind of cold when I was there, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't see you. You didn't go to the show, Stan?
I was going to, but then they started the finals too early, and that was my workout time, so I couldn't make it.
You were so strict, bro.
He don't stand up fuck around.
I knew that was going to be the answer.
I
my
posted
meal
a
time went
meme.
too long.
I posted a meme today. Look at my Instagram story. It reminds me of Stan. It's it goes, hey babe, it's our Valentine's today. Do you want to go for lunch? And then it's Conor McGregor. It's an interview of
Oh,
Conor
he's
McGregor.
absolutely fucking not.
No,
or something.
he laughs. He goes, no, starts laughing. Like
Oh yeah,
it's so funny, bro. Like he chuckles to himself when he says no. Like he's not going to get a train instead of going to lunch with his missus on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's like the Trump one. Like where it's like, we take the day off for gym today, babe, and it's like, what a stupid question. What a stupid question.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Right, I'll find it. Hey, Aaron's also got some merch coming out too. So
Oh,
tell us
there you
Can
about
you
it.
play audio on that? Can you play audio?
I'm not playing audio. We get demonetized.
Oh yeah. So you can't
Wait,
see.
I'll play it for 1 second.
go. I don't
I
think
know
we
it's
can even
just-
hear it.
Wait. Oh, you probably can't hear it
That's
anyway.
not the right slide though. That's the wrong
Oh.
slide. What are you doing?
There's no audio on there.
I don't think Zoom allows it anyways.
Yeah, the haters.
Keep going. Maybe it was the one before that. Keep on.
Wait, can you hear that?
Keep.
No, we can't hear it.
Oh, okay. I wonder if you
Yeah,
can share
Zoom-
your audio.
Keep going
here.
to the next slide. Keep going to the next slide. I think it's the next topic.
Is there an option to share your thing? Share your audio?
I don't think so. I've tried before. I don't think Zoom is that I guess efficient
I
when it comes to
think
that kind of
you
thing.
can. Wait, let me try to
Yeah.
do this. Let me share screen. Try it in a different way.
Careful.
Thought there was
Careful, Xavier.
yeah, I will.
Share that
we can-
audio. You might hear some. You're gonna hear something crazy.
I actually wanted to fuck with you guys once and do and like just like have some moaning playing all of a sudden, be like, oh fuck, and just as a joke. But then no one will believe that I'm joking. Like this
Nobody's gonna believe it. Nobody's gonna believe it's a joke. You know.
because
One
porn is
time,
evil and impure, you know?
one time I accidentally shared my text messages for like a second. I didn't think it was a big deal, but people, I guess screenshot it and they kind of went away with it. And it made me uncomfortable. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go and delete that segment.
yeah. I've done the same before, and it was like literally quarter of a second it popped up. It was like something in your search, but like, oh, you're searching for this, huh? And it wasn't anything
Yeah.
bad, but I was just like, oh, you got that. And because I went back and looked to where it was, and I didn't even notice it, and I
Yeah.
had to go back and look a few times. I'm like, geez, this guy got me.
They'll catch you. They're like, who's cutie? Who's cutie, baby? I said, oh, okay, take it easy. Take it easy.
I like that. Yeah, I can't figure out how to do it with sound anyways. Oh, wait, share sound. I've got it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Yeah,
that
I've
was
got
an
the
option.
options, Baidi. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Let's hear it then. It better be good with all this buildup.
Oh, wait, to share your computer. Oh, wait, no. No, it's not going to work. To share your computer audio, please install the Zoom audio service.
No.
I'm screenshotting
You gotta
Next
pay.
subject.
Oh,
You got to pay $20.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
I already
soon, bro.
paid for
I gotta
Zoom
go.
Premium. Yeah, okay. I've got to get off this. Was I sharing this screen the whole time?
No, you weren't.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But
Safe.
yeah, so let's do our predictions. And we've also got, I want to share actually Tonio Burton's physique updates. I'm going to be done as well in the next 10 minutes, so we'll wrap it up quick. But yeah, Tonio Burton's obviously looking phenomenal. What chances do you guys, I think we're all picking Raf to win, but what chance do you give Tonio Burton of actually challenging and taking him out? Because we've got to remember he's an 8th place finisher in the Olympia, so to say he's no chance would be an oversight with how much he's improved the last few years.
No, but
Also, I've got some very new footage as well of them on stage. Looks like a press conference sort of thing, Antonio posing. So I'll show that.
But I was gonna say
Yeah.
the last year where Rafa did the Olympia, Tonio was there and he was I think he placed didn't place, but there were like 36 guys. But my point was just he was behind Rafa, and Rafa made like huge. I mean, Tonio definitely improved since then for sure. He looks really good there.
It does actually,
Yeah, I'm like shit.
I think Rafa has the edge, but it's not like if Rafa comes up a little off, maybe the nerve or something, Tonio's gonna be right there to take it.
His upper back is so full, like the rhomboids, like
Oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy.
it's so full.
I think I gotta agree with Stan. If they're both 100%, I believe Rafa wins. Now, I think Tonio seems to be very consistent. So if Rafa is a tiny bit off, I think
That's
Tonio
crazy.
can get it. I think Tonio
Bro,
can
that
get it.
video is wild.
Lex
Isn't it?
Lewis is down there with him, and he's got Neil Hill. He's got like his whole family there. I mean, I don't see anything going wrong for Rafa either. And he's already did a
Yeah.
show like 4 weeks ago now, 3 weeks. Yeah. So it's not like he was out of.
Yeah. Also, from what I heard, if the judges are going to be from Brazil, so that's definitely that's definitely a good thing for Rafa.
Yeah, doesn't hurt.
I mean, the crowd itself like,
Doesn't
influence
hurt.
the judge, and the crowd's going to be rooting for him for sure.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah, let's say that it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Unless
and-
Tonio-
Random question. Do you reckon it matters when guys have a real big sweep, right? Like a real big sweep, but then have no detail. Do you reckon that affects it, or that the sweep makes up for it?
I think it's
I
Uh,
kind of
fine.
think. I kind of think it makes up for it because everybody doesn't have crazy quad detail. You know, a lot of
Some
people
guys have real
done.
big sweep, but there's no striations, no fibers moving. It's just like a bit of a balloon leg. Do you know what I
You're
mean?
saying like center leg?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like I don't know. Like, what do you think? Does that affect the judges looking at it or not?
Some poses, like the shape, like the quarter turns is going to look good, but then when you look at the poses itself, the lack of detail is going to affect you negatively there, I think.
I guess it depends how bad it is. It doesn't seem to have affected Big Ramy that much, and I think Tonio had a similar thing where he doesn't have the craziest legs, but he had a huge sweep.
Yeah,
I don't want to say suspicious, but some people find it. Chris Cormier said it was suspicious, basically on the managed podcast. I don't know about all that. I can't say one way or the other, but it doesn't seem to affect him on stage. When he locks the leg out, you don't really see the detail in the sweep, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. I don't really know.
Now this is good.
Depends
Sorry.
who you go up against, If you go up
Yeah.
against guys who have like similar size legs, but they have crazy detail, then you're gonna look like you're lacking. But if some other guys have like not much details, it all depends who you get up against.
Yeah.
This is GoodVito, and this is Rafael Brandao. This is GoodVito. Literally, as of I think today, this is his quad. I believe that he injured. Is that just not going straight down?
It's the other
completely?
quad. It's the other quad.
So he injured that.
See the lump on it. You can see the big lump on it.
Yeah,
That's what Nathan was saying. But that one looks round, but this one looks like it falls off a cliff.
It's the right quad, bro.
Well, I mean, we don't know which leg is which because we don't know how this photo was taken. It could be a photo of a photo, so we don't know which side it could be flipped around. It's
That's
hard to
somebody
say
else's
for
leg in the
sure.
background.
So the one we're looking at now, it's the left leg. Then look in front on of that left leg.
It could be.
It has
That's the one he hurt, wasn't it? Because it was the one closest to the camera when he jumped off stage.
So what's
I don't
that
know,
big
but
massive horseshoe scar lump thing in that?
The other leg has
Well,
the rectus
Sorry, you
femoris.
guys, Stan?
Yeah.
I'm saying this leg, the other leg, not the other one.
This one.
This one, like here, right there. That's not normal.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Angle,
Mm.
but if you look at the angle too, it's off angle, so it's hard to compare it because the angle is off.
I've seen that.
No,
I've
but
seen
still.
that on his legs lots of times before. I always wonder what it was.
Wait. So this is the quad. So I guess it might just that's where it sort of shuts off. So yeah, like you're saying, Baidi, the angle, but that's 3 days out.
What's he weigh?
His legs look flat, but that's to be expected at this time.
Oh yeah, so it looks normal here, but there it looks like it falls off a cliff from the side. It's like weird how it just goes straight down.
I think it's the fascia, yeah, because of the
Very
injury
lean.
pulling. Yeah,
He
But this quad
looks
looks
flat.
considerably smaller, not? Oh no.
See, Tonio looks way bigger than him.
He does,
Well,
yeah. Tonio does look bigger.
Tonio,
Like-
Tonio does not look 212.
Nah.
Bro, it looks like
V-
it looks like he's the 212 guy and Tonio is the open guy.
It does,
Well, I
bro.
think- Kiddo said he was like 240 something, but I was telling you guys, he's short.
Yo, Stan was right. Everybody kept saying no. Vito with 5'7", 5'8". Stan said he's about 5'5".
Aceto said he was 5'7" just a day or two ago, or a few days ago.
Yeah, so
Bro,
if he says he's 5'7", he's probably 5'6".
Yeah, or 5'5".
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah, and 5'6" is 212 height.
Mm.
I mean,
Why does Tonio?
He's leaning
Shorter than
forward,
Tonio.
Way shorter than Tonio.
Yeah, he looks shorter than Tonio.
Wait,
that's not good for him.
Let's find a standing up one. That's just by himself.
Standing up straight, but
oh wait, here's a video.
Let's see who he's standing next to. His legs look flat for sure. I think he has some filling out to do.
Jeez, they are shredded though. Like when he flexes his
so,
quad.
Yeah. They look so beat up though, like torn and
yeah.
They look deformed a little bit. I don't want something weird on that right.
A little bit, yeah.
There.
Yeah, the way that little indentation goes way too high, and it's not supposed to go on an angle like that.
Yeah, Nathan was right. We were like, nah, it's just lighting. Like Nathan was right.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't really see it, yeah, but I mean,
that was Hunter, wasn't it? That was Hunter that was just flexing with him.
No, not Hunter. In Brazil.
No, they're in Brazil.
That was a Brazilian guy.
A Brazilian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks short there, really short.
Why is Tonio so full and round like 3 days out? He's super round and full already.
This is like 2 days out.
I think he's probably just round 24/7.
He never looks flat. I don't think flat.
You're right.
Like Dexter.
Oh, here you can see it quickly. Yeah, Tonio is taller than him, bro.
Way taller.
When GoodVito locks out his quad, he's way higher.
He looks 4 inches taller than him.
Bro, I'm not. He looks way. He looks way taller than him, which is crazy because Tonio is not tall at all.
Has Vito been stretching his photos? Maybe all this whole time he's actually a midget and we didn't ever know.
That's crazy,
I want to Photoshop GoodVito to be like Godzilla height and just huge like Ronnie Coleman. I just want to do it just for fun. I don't know.
I told you guys really like I expected the guy who was big, so I
you said it. Stan said it. We should have listened to him. Stan already
if he's like, when you think about it though, if he's 212 sort of height, right? Being 5'5" or 5'6" or whatever, Aceto said he was 243 pounds. Do you reckon he lies to Aceto about his weight? Because that doesn't even make sense.
I reckon they all lie about that.
Bro, I was just saying this on the last podcast all that you can't, like, the heights and weights, bro. You can't believe anything you hear. Like, guys start adding 1 inch, then they go up at 2 inches, then they add 5 pounds, 10. It keeps going up, bro. It keeps going to the.
You can know because I did classic, so you know where I'm at.
You can't fake it.
Yeah, the only ones that tell the truth are the ones that are on the strict bloody weighing sessions, you know?
Have to tell the truth.
Yeah,
they have to tell the truth. Or I swear everyone else lies.
But I'm going to tell you, I've never had a problem with telling my weight. I actually like it when people when you say, I'm 85 kilos or whatever on stage, they're like, oh, you look way bigger than that. I'm like, that's good. That's good. I've got fucking small legs. That's why.
I would much rather be 240 and look 260 than the other way around.
Bro, when I won New Zealand, I was the lightest physique in the show.
It's often the case.
Yeah. And I was, because I texted Patrick and I was a bit, obviously it was my first show, so I was a bit nervous. I was like, fuck, man, I'm the lightest person in the show. And he goes, don't worry about it, you'll still win. And then that's what happened, you know?
Simple as that.
Mum.
Simple as that, yeah. I don't. I've always had my
security's mama go now. I know. I can predict exactly what he's saying too.
Bro, what are you doing?
Go easy on your mum.
Who does that?
I've been. I've been pretty skeptical.
Sorry, bro. Keep going.
I've been pretty skeptical of GoodVito translating to real life, just because the pictures always look weird and weird filters and weird shit in the back. Yeah, it's always something that we could just never see, like a straightforward. Like we see Stanimal just post a regular picture with no filter. He posts a
'Cause that's
fucking
what Patrick,
video.
yeah, Patrick makes you do these plain, bastard, unflattering photos.
You know.
Bro, I hate
So
the photos. Patrick posts the photos of me, and I'm like, bro, why did you post that terrible photo?
but then that's always best because you get all these filters and sharpening every single day, and then when you see the raw physique, you're unimpressed. You know, you're like, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is William Martin's here on the right as well, and he literally looks like he's gone to hell with his face. Like he looks like he's got the skull face and then some. So he's
His side, the side leg looks crazy.
oh
That
yeah, I've
side leg-
seen that. I'll open it
That's
up. So yeah,
I've never even heard of this guy.
he doesn't have a flattering midsection from a front.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Jesus
That looks
Christ.
crazy though.
yeah.
Bro, that's
his side chest will beat I
Right,
reckon everyone in the show.
that's one of the
Yeah,
best glute ham tie-ins in the IFBB. Easily,
Yeah.
bro.
Look at separation. Look at the size. Everything is crazy. The
Everything's
calf
there.
even.
One of the
can-
craziest side chests in the IFB, straight up.
Yeah, I think if he had a better back, he could get the job done because you don't have to have the best midsection. Like everybody isn't blessed with a good midsection. If you have
Yeah.
everything else, I think you can make up for it.
Gotta make up in width. You gotta create the X
The
frame
back,
like Nick.
the back's probably the most
Mhm.
important thing, really.
The back, the shoulders,
I
the
think-
quads. Yeah.
I think so. If you don't have the best waist, but you don't have the best back, that's gonna be tough.
Look at Jay. He had huge back, wide shoulder, massive quads. His waist was pretty wide, but it looks great on stage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
the upper
Jay
body and the
didn't
side
have a
chest.
good at all. Yep. He looks a bit like that other German bodybuilder. Do you remember that German guy? What was his name?
Woodershine?
Huh? Do you know what I'm
Ironberg?
talking about?
Him-
Are you talking
Is
about
it-
Alexander Fedorov, the Russian?
Nah, he won his pro card at the Arnold Classic Columbus, and he had blonde hair like that. He won it in like 2015 or 16. Big German guy. It looks real similar to this guy.
German?
Yeah, he's German. Pretty sure he's German.
Don't know. There is there. But yeah, he could definitely, I think he has the potential to knock off like a GoodVito or someone like that. So let's get into our predictions and wrap this one up. And also I did put out a thing for listener questions. We'll ask those on next show because we've been going for almost 2 hours anyway. So let's do our predictions. So, and also I'll do a classic preview separately as well because yeah, I've got to wrap it up as well. So so yeah, they'll be all done separately, but we'll have the listener questions on the next show, which will be out in like 3-4 days. But anyway, let's go through it. Baidi, what's your let's just do top 4 because there's 4 main names that are being talked about with this show. Who you got?
I'm gonna have the exact same top 4 as everybody else, which is gonna be Rafa, Tonio, GoodVito, hopefully, because I don't know how he's gonna translate, and then William Martins, but I wouldn't be surprised if William can actually beat Vito, just because I don't think he's as big as we thought, and I think he has an issue against super condition. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So that's my top 4 though.
Yeah. All right, Stan.
Same thing. I think we did it last time, but yeah, I would have Carl Jr. higher since he's out. That's like Rafa, Tonio. And that's still gonna be a good fight. That could go either way. If Rafa don't show up 100%, Tonio is gonna be right there, and then it's gonna I don't know exactly all the guys, so I don't want to overlook anybody, but it's just as the people I know, GoodVito and William Martin, same order as Baidi.
The Brazilian fans would be letting us know if someone was going to contend for the win, I reckon, because I think they're all pretty much Brazilian mostly. So all the photos being shared, they get behind their guys.
I think there's a Mexican too.
Did I hear that John De La Rosa was going to do it? Or that was
he was on the competitor list, but no, he was originally going to do it, but then decided not to.
Okay.
But yeah, Aaron,
I agree with the other 2 boys. So Pretty,
All right,
pretty
I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to put GoodVito in first. No, I'm fucking with you. I'll put
Whoa.
the same thing. I'll put GoodVito in fourth though, and William Martin's in third.
Yeah, I got a feeling that could happen, man. So
Yeah,
me
but
too.
but
That's gonna be-
the GoodVito quads.
it'll be the top two battling, and then third and fourth battling.
Every
Yeah.
head of GoodVito's quad is shredded, though, which is scaring me. So, yeah,
But
it
it looks
good-
funny, no?
yeah, it
Looks
does.
a
It
little
does. So
funky.
much. But if
It's
he fills
weird,
out, it might look all right. I don't know.
Nah, it never
Yeah.
changes. So it always
Yeah.
looks weird.
Okay, Aaron.
Bro, just say it as it is. The quads look weird. Like that's.
It does. It
I don't mean to
does.
offend people, but
And it's crazy because we've been talking about how huge his quads was this whole time. And we say Tonio needs to bring up his legs, but Tonio's quads look bigger than him in that video.
yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Tonio's a bigger, but all I'm going to say is having a shredded every head of your quad like that. If you lock that out on stage, it looked sort of like, yeah, it didn't look pretty, but it could come across looking decent. I think, like even those quads.
So then it comes down to my question to you, what I said before again. Do you go the bigger quad with less detail or the smaller quad with the more details?
What flows
Bigger
the
quad.
best, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Tonio's
Yeah.
flows. Like Tonio doesn't have those crazy quad details, but it flows. So it
And-
looks
and-
good and it matches up with
Yeah.
the rest of the detail on his physique, you know?
Antonio, like he also like kind of like, you know, he start pumping up. The guys start looking crazy, like
Yeah.
all the veins popping up everywhere. I think the crowd's gonna really get behind him too. He's been there for a minute, you know, down there training, and I think he bringing a lot of
Yeah.
energy on stage. And I think it's gonna be a fun show. I think there's gonna be a lot of energy in that crowd.
Yeah. And
You
I'll
guys
be going
remember-
live for prejudging and finals too. So make sure you subscribe to the other channel, Desktop Bodybuilding. I'll put the link in the description below for that one because I won't be live on this exact channel. But yeah. What were you saying, baby?
You guys remember Jay versus Phil like 09, 010? And Jay would lock out his quads and it would be feathered from kneecap to hips. And Phil didn't have any quad separations, but it didn't really take away from it because Phil's quads were so round. And at that point in his career, Jay's quads weren't
that's
super
it.
round. You
Around his
know?
house.
So it's like maybe you can be around his house. I just got that. but maybe when you're like Tonio and everywhere else, like his body is detailed, his back is detailed, his upper body, you know what I'm saying? So I think the quads, Ronnie didn't have crazy feathered quads neither. I think if you have enough going on, not to compare Tonio to Ronnie, but if you have enough roundness and muscle going on and good shape and everything, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I gotta be honest with you. You know, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Yeah.
No, I agree, man. But yeah, we've done our picks, we've done everything, and make sure you stay tuned as well, not only to this channel, but we have a Desktop Bodybuilding. Also, subscribe and check out Baidi Fowl's podcast, Fit Nation podcast on the Baidi Fowl channel. The link is in the description below for that. Check out Stanimal Stan Delonge as well on YouTube as well, and Instagram and all that sort of stuff. And also check out Aaron Polites as well, who's got his Instagram account back. So he's gone from like 2,000 followers to 100 and something thousand in a couple of days. So
Nice.
go check him out. The link to the old new Instagram in the description as well, and to his YouTube too. So
Xavier,
I swear
can you do us a favor?
favor?
Can you sign out with your American accent, generic American accent?
I don't want to do it, man. Can you give me another accent to do? Milos or something. I don't know.
Can you do like British? Can you do a British accent?
Oh,
How do you British accent?
I can do Samson. I can do Black British.
Yeah.
Black
Do
British
Samson.
thing?
Do Samson. It's a little different.
And
Sound
warm
like
it up.
Nathan Gatcha.
Man, I've been trying so hard to get down to this contest, and I've been giving my all, and I've doing my all for this podcast, and I've come back, and it's like, wow, we're here now.
That actually sounds like him.
It does kind of sound like
Thanks. But I'm gonna wrap it up, man. It's been a real podcast, and really loved it with you guys. Aaron, IFB Pro, Stanimal, yo, I love you, man. And Betty Pal. I'm turning into Jamaican now. I don't know why. But anyway, guys, that's it for Bodybuilding University podcast. Myself, Xavier Wills, Aaron Polites, Stan Delonge, and Baidi Pal. We are out. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Bodybuilding University, and if you did, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, and also subscribe and click the notification bell button. And that's particularly important because this is on a new channel compared to the original desktop bodybuilding channel. Now, both channels will still be running. The original channel will have more bodybuilding news, and this one will have the podcast and interviews. So make sure you subscribe, and if you're not subscribed to the original desktop bodybuilding channel, head over there and subscribe to that as well. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. For all the guys at Bodybuilding University and myself, Xavier Wills, we are out.